Hello again guys, it is Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and today I have a really exciting video. So at least it is exciting for me, hopefully it will be exciting for you too. This is my first thrift store haul since Tennessee and where I live has started opening back up after all of the stuff going on earlier this year. And yeah, I have a pretty good haul to be able to show you, all to sell of course on eBay, Poshmark and Etsy. I figured what I would do in this video is not only show you the items that I purchased, but I'd also tell you a little bit about my experience as well, just in case anybody out there hasn't gone back to thrift stores yet. I know that not everywhere is opening up. We're currently about to step into phase 2, whatever that means. And this was my first time really go back out in public and things like that, and it was very, very different. So I figured I would break that down for you guys and let you know exactly what I did and exactly how that experience went for me. Real quick though, before I jump into the haul, I do want to share something kind of exciting, again, just for me, really, with you guys. I had put up a vlog not too long ago showing you my new work area. Basically, I showed you my inventory and how I store all of my inventory, and I showed you my new office space in our new house, which I'll link that video right here in case you want to go check it out. And then I had a really cool company reach out to me and ask me if I wanted to do a custom piece for my office wall decor. And of course I said yes, because their stuff was really, really cool. And now I have something really awesome to put above my desk that is going to inspire me and keep me motivated every single day. So I want to show that to you guys right now. All right, you guys, I had a quick unboxing to do. So I had mentioned at the beginning of the video that I was going to be working with Mapiful. This is a company I haven't worked with before, but their stuff was really gorgeous. And they reached out basically and asked me if I would like to create a piece of wall decor, which is going to go really well in my office. I've shown you in my office tour. I have my YouTube space over here, and then over here I actually have my actual work area. And so up above there is where I think I might pop this. Now it doesn't come framed, but that's okay. I wouldn't really expect that. So I'm going to have to go ahead and buy a frame for the particular size. I think this one was 50 centimeters by 70 centimeters, if I remember correctly. But anyway, it comes packaged like this. So cardboard box, and then obviously like a kind of poster holder. Tell your stories your way, always. I thought that this was a really, really cool company. So they actually do lots of different kind of things that you can do, but they're all customizable. So I went with a place. You'll see when I go ahead and open this up exactly what I went with. Nobody will be surprised, I am sure. But I went with that and was able to kind of zoom in on a map. And then I went in and I actually customized a bunch of my own colors and things like that that I thought was going to go in my own personal office really, really well, just aesthetically. And then I also want to let you know that I decided after I'd ordered this to go ahead and request a change on this print. So I reached out. It was a good test, really. I reached out through their email address and asked if it was possible to update some of the verbiage on the print. They got back to me almost right away, and they say that they were able to successfully update that. So when I open it up, I'm going to be able to show you, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they were able to update that for me. But the customer service was just fantastic. I can say that. And this is going to be beautiful. So let's open it up. All right, here we go. So this was actually only took 1 week. Between 1 week in doing my own customized version, I actually received it exactly a week later. So what a quick turnaround. And I had that change in there as well, which was kind of cool. Now it's wrapped in a protective paper as well, but I can kind of see it peeking in there. So I'm super excited to see this. And they also do some really cool stuff as well, where you can map sort of moments in time. So this is obviously mapping a place that means a lot to me, and I'll explain it when I open it up. But you can also map moments in time, and I think they're to do with zodiacs, star chart type situations. Really, really beautiful. So if you're going to do your wedding day, or the day that your child was born, or graduation, or anything that really just meant something to you, and that's all completely doable on there as well. Again, the site was so easy. Oh, I see it. The site was so easy to navigate, and it was, there you go, there's a sneak peek. Wow, the quality is really nice. Okay, I'm excited for this now. The site was so easy to navigate. It really, really was. It was so easy to play around with different aesthetics and try different things. There were some presets that were really, really beautiful, and then there was some things that you could go in and you could just go ahead and change it so that it would really fit in with the sort of aesthetic and style of your room as well. So let me see if I can prop you up, and then I can do hopefully a full unrolling. This is definitely not something that I've tried to do before. Oh wow. Oh, this is cool. All right, let's get this kind of flattened out really gently. Oh, I love the colors and how they came out. All right, you guys, here it is. So like I said, I think this is the 50 by 70 centimeters. So I'm going to have to find a frame that fits that. And I wanted it that nice large size as well, because like I said, it is going to go up above my office space. This is going to be like my accent piece in the room. And wow, this is so cool. So I actually went with kind of like a teal green and then this like blush pink, because those are kind of some of the colors that I have as little accents around the room as well. So I wanted it to tie in. You can do it, like I said, all kinds of different colors. Do very like modern minimalistic, like with just black and white, and then they have all just kinds of different settings. Just so fun to play around with, and they did update it just like I asked, which is really cool. So originally I had just Disney World, and then I figured I actually wanted Walt Disney World. Don't laugh at me. I know I could have done like our wedding day and things like that, but this is really something that represents our whole family. This is our family's happy place. And, you know, we have 3 kids now. We didn't have them when we were married. So this is really just like a family piece for me as I'm working. It's inspirational. It's beautiful to look at, and I'm so excited to get it framed. A great perk of this as well is not only did it come in 1 week of me ordering this, but it was all free shipping as well. And I believe it's free shipping worldwide, which what a bargain. So Mapiful, thank you so much. There's going to be all kinds of links down in the description. If you're looking for any kind of home decor piece, whether it be for a home office or just somewhere else in your house, you know what it's like when you are a work at home sort of entrepreneurial type person. It's nice to be able to have these kind of pieces that do keep us going and keep us inspired and make the space very much our own. And to me, that's what this piece is. So like I said, links down there in the description. I highly urge you to go ahead and check them out. This is, again, the quality of this print. I am really excited. Just the detail, it's beautiful. It's really beautifully done, and like I said, the customer service was exceptional. So check it out if you're interested. All right, you guys, as mentioned, of course, all that information is down below in the description box in case you are interested in checking that stuff out for yourself. Thank you again to Mapiful. It was so fun to work with you, and now the moment that you've been waiting for is the haul. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna dive in. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait for 1 second. I'm gonna let you know how the experience went. That's what I'm gonna do. So just to keep it really simple, like I said, this was my first time really stepping out into like any kind of public space. We have been stay at home for a long time now, like 2 months at least, right? And so I did, of course, wear a mask, and I also chose to wear gloves as well, since it was somewhere where I'm gonna be touching everything. It's a very tactile area. I also chose to go to a thrift store that is very like, it's sort of rural rather than being in the center of my city, and that tends to have a lot like lower foot traffic essentially. So I knew that it wasn't going to be too crazy busy, and of course when I pulled into the parking lot I made sure to kind of make that judgment as well. And inside the store, if it was packed out and it was full of people and you couldn't move, I wasn't going to go in there basically. But it was okay. There was only like 1 or 2 other shoppers, if that. It's a very sort of tight store, but it's very easy to see as well, so I could see where other people were, so I didn't get in their space and they didn't have to get in mine. Like I said, I wore like a fabric mask that I'd made myself at home, and I wore gloves as well, and I was very careful not to touch my face, the mask, anything like that while I was there shopping. I did not take like my phone in, so I wasn't looking at comps, so there's a few things in here that were a bit of a guess, some of them good, some of them not so good. The main thing was though that I was very careful about the surfaces and things that I was touching. When it got to the checkout area, they did actually put up some plastic like over the register with a little hole cut out so you could kind of put your card in and stuff. However, the whole other side of the countertop, like beside it literally, was all open, and I had so much stuff that I needed to pile it there. I couldn't kind of pass it through the little hole, so we did end up just doing like the transaction across the countertop. However, you could very easily like stand back. There was room for all that to sort of stay an appropriate distance away, 6 feet as you do. The people who were working there also wore masks. However, some of them I noticed were wearing them around their necks instead. Like I said, I wore my mask and tried to maintain that 6 feet distance, just to be really conscious of that, and again, not touching face and things like that. And when I got back to the car, took my gloves off, disposed of them, took my mask off really carefully so I'm not touching the outside area at all, and I bring that home, wash it by hand with like soap and detergent, and then of course I sanitize like my hands and my forearms, and I felt very safe doing it that way basically. So when I got home, I actually took all the items and I took them into my garage and I folded them and put them where they could just like breathe for about 4 or 5 days. Obviously washed hands while doing that, all that good stuff, no touching of face. And then after about 4 or 5 days had passed, that's what I have right here to show you now. Hopefully that was helpful information to somebody, maybe if anybody's nervous to go out there or just considering if it's for them. Just wanted to be good and transparent basically and let you know what it's like out there right now, at least in my experience. This is not something I'm going to be doing very often. I won't be frequenting thrift stores. I certainly won't be doing rummage sales, and I'm touch and go with doing yard sales right now. Really, this is just a top up for me. I'm still only going to be listing like 2 to 3 things a day just to make sure that my stockpile lasts, because we don't really know what's going to happen. It is all very, very fluid right now still. However, I'm very, very excited to put some things up in my store that are actually like exciting to me, and that I've managed to source myself, and that are brands I'm excited to have in my closet. So this is a good day for me right now. All right, piece number 1. I'll let you know that my cost of goods, my average cost of goods was $3 a piece, just FYI. Okay, so we have J. Crew. This is a factory piece and an older tag. The 2 little dots tell us that it's factory. I can tell it's older because of the paper tag, and it probably will be dated on here somewhere. Well, maybe it's not. Usually they do have like a date and a season and stuff, but I think this is an older piece. However, it's quite timeless. It's just a cotton button-up shirt, but it's a very nice like animal print, black and white, and then it does have a sort of high ruffle neck kind of detail. Now we do have a button missing right here. However, when I flipped it inside to look at the care tag and whatnot, I do have a couple of spare buttons. So what I'll do is just take one of those and replace that missing button, and no one will be any the wiser. Nice easy fix there. So that's my first piece. Again, just happy to have some well-known names. These are the first thing that I grabbed when I went in there. There's actually no shopping carts in this thrift store, so it's kind of a case of, like I said, making a pile on the counter and also just kind of like draping them over my arm. Oh, that's one other thing I did. When I got home, I also changed all my clothes and everything as well, very, very carefully, put them straight in the wash because of having to touch so many items. I figured I would put that in there. Okay, so Salvatore Ferragamo. This is a higher end shoe brand. Another clue that they are higher end is that they have the leather soles and they're made in Italy, and they are in like new condition. So they are black. They're almost like a kind of alligator type print. Obviously they are leather. They've got a sort of blockish heel, very, very sort of classic style. However, they're size 9, which is good, but they are a like quadruple A. This is very, very narrow, essentially, is what that means. So that will obviously be disclosed. There are people out there with that slim of a foot, but I'm sure they're few and far between. So I will not expect these to be a quick sale. However, I do think I will get a good sort of 30 to 40 out of those at least. Next item is a Chico size 3, which is a good size. That is vanity size, and you can go on their website and check their size charts. That'll let you know what it equates to. And this is just a really nice chambray. I'm sorry about the light. It's a funny old day. It's a chambray denim sort of knot front shirt. I think that will do really well. That kind of style does tend to move quickly for me, and it's a great size as well. This particular thrift store likes to price its Chicos and J. Crew and things up, but however, when you go through, I end up finding stuff for their regular price anyway. Basically, all their clothing is $2 unless it's priced differently. And I picked up items here anywhere from like $4 marked up to honestly up to $8. But when everything is evened out, it ended up being $3 per piece, which is completely fine for me as an average right now. And it just goes to show you can sometimes, you know, you can grab a few of the higher priced items if you want to. It does kind of even out when it comes to cost of goods. All right, next is a little vintage bathing suit. It's got a really cute sort of neon color, very sort of 80s, 90s fur wrap top, and then it has the built-in little skirt as well. I think that this piece will do quite nicely. I'll probably list it for around $25 to $30. Next is a Lucky Brand t-shirt, size large, and it has a sort of peace and doves and all kind of stuff graphic, and then it does have some kind of, you can kind of see over here, it has some like bleach marks, and I thought they were sort of by accident at first, which I actually was fine with because to me it just kind of adds to it. I'll just disclose it, but they're actually all over the t-shirt, so I don't think it's necessarily, I think it might be factory is what I'm saying, but I will point it out in the listing anyway. Another vintage piece over here. I have no idea what the brand is. I don't really care. It's a very, very 90s piece. It is a little cropped t-shirt with a knotted front. It's got a very bold, like pink and black floral print, and then it's got really, really hefty shoulder pads in there as well. I thought that was very, very cute. That probably go up for about $25. This piece actually had no labels in it whatsoever. It got cut out, but I really like the style. So boho, festival, hippie, that kind of those kind of keywords are what I am going to put in this. Let me see if I can get it right in the light. Just a cream, like very, very open crochet knit. There we go. Tank top. It's actually like a racer back. Not very fitted. I think that'll look really cute, like layered over things. And then I also had another one that I found that was like a baby pink, and it kind of has an ombre effect to it. It's hard to show, but like on the, just sort of randomly all over, kind of looks almost like a little bit tie-dye. There we go. And it's very, very wide, kind of cropped, and it does have a brand in it, but I'm unfamiliar with the brand. I picked it up basically completely on style and for the keywords that I told you. There we go. It is, let me see, wild blackberry garments. I don't know what that is necessarily, but I like the style and I think I'll be able to sell it just based on that. All right, I've moved to the corner to see if I can like avoid the sunlight, so bear with me here. Okay, next we have Umji, which is a brand I quite like to buy. It is kind of like a wholesale type brand, boutique-y style. This is a size small, but it is a open front faux leather, like, I don't know, like tasseled Western boho style vest, and then it's all sort of open and crisscross in the back. I thought that was kind of cool again. We have American Eagle Soft and Sexy. This is one of the only lines of American Eagle I actually really like to pick up. It is a size small, but I love the style. So it's kind of a shorter cropped, very boxy fit t-shirt, and it's a blue like pocket tee with tie-dye. Next is a brand I'm not familiar with. Again, I picked this up based completely on style. It's 90. I don't know where that, maybe that's from like Ross or somewhere, who knows. Size large, but it is a like true wrap kimono top. And I really, really like the style, and that's quite a popular style, so I decided to give it a try. Again, just happy to have inventory. Thrilled to have inventory. J. Jill, size medium. Again, this is very, very bread and butter, just a black and grey paisley. Paisley does well for me right now as a print, sort of v-neck t-shirt. Another pair of shoes. The shoes were $3 here, which again is in line with the average cost of goods, and they are Clark's Bendables. I do like Clark's, and then if you look at the information on the inside, there's actually a style number in there, so I can most likely find the actual name and comps for these. They're actually kind of cute. They're flats, obviously leather, and then they have the stitch detail with like a sort of brass button detail as well. Nice and simple. Next is an anthropology piece. This is HD in Paris. If you're wondering if a piece is anthropology, a great giveaway is the RN number. Now, the RN number can also reflect Urban Outfitters and Free People, so just bear that in mind, but it is 66170. You'd think I'd know that off the top of my head by now, but I still like to check. And that can be a great like jumping off point to see what you have. And also there's plenty of resources online as well, like Pinterest and just Googling it, where they'll give you a rundown of all the different anthro brands out there. All right, this is like a little sort of a coral pink, and it is a cropped layered type top with this sort of lattice woven strap, and then the back is a little bit lower with a little bit of a cross at the back as well. This is Eddie Bauer size large, but I just really liked the wide plaid. I feel like this is going to do really cute for like potentially 4th of July, and I could definitely put like Americana, red, white, blue, 4th of July in my actual title and description and things like that, just because of the color. And if not, I think a plaid will do quite well anyway. Next we have Chico's, again size 3, so a great size. And then this is a black jacket, kind of like a blazer jacket with that great animal print detail on the front. Again, this jacket was $2, just a flat $2, but then I saw like maybe like an old t-shirt from Chico's that was marked up to $5. So sometimes it's all about just kind of like continuing to look and seeing what you can find that is, you know, in your price range, essentially. All right, next is Skies Are Blue. I'm not sure where this is sold. It could be Urban Outfitters. It could not be. I'm not sure, but I picked it up mostly on the style anyway. I've sold the brand before and it's fine. But size medium, and it is a cold shoulder. So first of all, it has a really, really pretty like floral detail, and then a cut out kind of crochet detail in the middle, and all this really, really pretty layering at the bottom as well. Absolutely perfect for the season. And then, like I said, it's a cold shoulder top. So mostly because of all this kind of boho festival style layering, I figured that it might do quite well. And again, it's red, white and blue, so that might go in my favor for 4th of July as well. Who knows? Okay, next is a sort of staple career piece, if you like. It is Ann Taylor Loft. It is factory because of the little dots, but that's fine. It's a size 8, so a good size, and it's a really pretty teal and gray rose print with a bow at the neck. This is what I would refer to as a pussy bow, and I'll probably put that in my keywords as well. And then it's a sheath dress, so very much a career piece, and there's kind of like mild grey on the bottom. Next is Worth New York, which is a brand I said I wasn't picking up anymore, and I've been picking up again recently because it's been selling, so you know, ebbs and flows and all that. It's a size 12. It's a higher end brand in terms of retail's high, but I would probably only expect to get about $20 for this shirt. Again, we have that kind of neck pussy bow detail, and it's a button down sort of boxy fit shirt with a really pretty kind of mustard yellow and grey geometric print. Oh, I just realised the label's coming off this. That's fine. Coldwater Creek, extra small. I picked it up mostly because of the print. It has this like animal print, almost like a giraffe print, but like a leopard print. I don't know. Animal print is what we're going to go with. Just a cardigan. I usually wouldn't pick up this brand in such a small size, but again, literally because of the print I grabbed it, and because, well, since I was in there, I figured I might as well get everything that I figured I could sell while I was there. No stone unturned and all that. All right. Sam Edelman. I do okay with the shoes from Sam Edelman, not so much the clothes, but I haven't sold a lot of it, so I figured I'd try. Okay, size medium. It is a marled or heathered grey knit tank top, and it has a sort of crossover detail on the back, which is quite nice. Very, very simple. I'll probably do a side-by-side of front and back in the thumbnail, just so everybody can see that fun back detail. Next is J. Crew Collector's Tee. I do okay with these collector tees, actually. Just a graphic sort of floral falling blossom style t-shirt. This was one of my favorite things, and I kind of want to keep it for myself, but I don't know if I will. I probably shouldn't. Okay, Ink or International Concept, size large. Again, this brand is kind of hit or miss, but it does retail fairly high. I think it may be Nordstrom. It's a black like military style band jacket, if you can kind of see that detail. I really like the style. It's really cool and has like all the heavy buttons and stuff on the cuff. It's pleated at the back as well, and then you can kind of see all of this woven work down the front. I really like it. I think it's really cool, but I also think that somebody else will like it, so probably shouldn't keep it. I should probably list it and try to make some money. Okay, next is Soma Intimates. I do okay with pajamas from this brand. The clothes are a little hit and miss, but I like this piece, so that's why I grabbed it. It is a very bright, colourful maxi dress with a fun little kind of crochet detail at the neckline. Like I said, maxi being all the way to the floor, and then it has a cute tie detail on the back as well. Oh, this was a total fail. So this was something I picked up because I wasn't using my phone, basically. I didn't want to touch clothes and have gloves on and then pull my phone out and look at comps and things. That just didn't seem very smart to me. So I decided to just kind of like fly by the seat of my pants and make judgment calls. And this was a wrong judgment call. So this was the label, cut and paste, designed in California, and for some reason I thought it said made in California, not designed. It's made in China. So it having the oversized tag and that all those elements together, I thought, well, I'll give it a try for $2, you know, $2-3 or whatever, but it's not anything. Now I still think I'll be able to sell it. I think I'll get, you know, $14-15 back for it, but it wasn't anything special. Essentially, it's kind of like a ruche side watercolor knit. It has a really pretty sort of knit weave to it as well. It kind of like looks like it's what would it be called? It's not frayed. I don't know if you can see what I mean. It's the way it's kind of like looks like it's pulled. I really like it. It's definitely a little bit different, but it's nothing special brand wise, so that's okay. That's a learning experience. All right, this set together was $2. Again, like they like to mark their Talbots up as well, but I guess this went under the radar. So pure Irish linen in like a baby blue kind of turquoisey color, size small. It is the open jacket, again 100% linen, and then it has the like sheath dress that goes underneath. It actually has a really fun detail as well. Let me see if I can kind of, well, I think it's fun anyway, this kind of like doubled over detail that goes all the way down the sides. Anyway, fantastic condition, no issues whatsoever. They're both the same size, which helps a lot. And yeah, $2 for the set. So I'll probably list that set closer to like $40. Oh, I found a vintage Disney tie, and this is one of my favorite things to sell. They are so easy to photograph, store and ship and list. So easy, and they tend to sell for about $25 for me, usually on Etsy. So this is like a paisley with those Mickey heads. This is sort of a vintage Disney tag I see a lot. It is not silk, it is polyester, but I'm not too bothered about that, and it is USA made, so you can kind of see that older tag in there as well. So again, probably about $25 is what they'll go up for. This is, I've sold this brand before. I've sold like plaid shirts by this Angie. I don't really know where it's from or anything about it. I just know that I've sold it. So I decided to grab this. It is a very cute little play suit. I would call this like a romper. So it's shorts, but it's all one piece, and then it is strapless at the top, and it does have those pockets, which is quite nice, size small. J. Crew, again, it is factory, but that's fine. I really like the print. This is very spring summer. They feel really, really nice quality, and it has just a really pretty blue and white, almost like a pottery style print to me. Makes me think of like Roman pottery. Is that weird? I don't know. That's what it makes me think of, any like Greek pottery and Roman pottery and stuff like that in Italy. Anyway, they're like a tapered leg or like sort of slim leg pant. Alright, these were a little bit of a fail, unfortunately. They're level 99. It's actually my first time finding these, and they're often sold at Anthropology. They're a size 27, and they're okay. And they're the mid-rise Liza Skinny. So skinny jean is great. They're very nice minty green, so I thought that was a fun colour for the season. However, I failed to notice that there was maybe a tiny, like there's a little bit of a pucker on the front, just on one side right there, but on the back there's a more significant pucker, and I think I looked at the front and was like, that's fine, but I didn't look at the back because I'm not used to seeing that puckering on the back so much. So I'll still list them, and I will just disclose that. Again, usually when you're wearing a pair of skinny jeans, even if there's puckering, oftentimes you can't even see it anymore because they're stretched back out, but it obviously needs to be disclosed, and it's a little bit of a shame, but that's fine. Again, learning. All right, we have Brooks Brothers 100% wool women's trousers in a sort of tan cream color. There is one teeny tiny little spot on the front. They actually pointed it out to me when I was checking out, but for $2 I decided I was going to get them anyway and just disclose it. It's literally like a dot, so I'll roll with it. This I picked up because I wasn't sure if it was anything. I wasn't familiar, and it was a tacked on tag as well, like here in the corners, but I don't think it's anything interesting at all. Naif, whatever that is, medium, but it is a nice kind of cold shoulder navy blue and nude polka dot blouse. So again, I think I'll sell it on style maybe for like $14. I also found another pair of Bowden wool pants, like trousers, women's. These are different sizes. These were 16 regular, and the other ones that I found at this same store, like the last time I did a haul, they were navy blue, and I had to pay $8 for them, and these again $2. They weren't marked up. So sometimes the brands are, sometimes they aren't. I don't really mind the inconsistency. Sometimes it's a bit like, oh, but I just bought that for $2. Why is it $8 now? But on the other hand, you know, it swings and roundabouts, because just the other way around, sometimes I get a bargain. So happy to pay the prices they're asking, honestly. And these are a really nice brown herringbone trouser, like I said, 100% wool line, so it's not the season for them at all, but it's still a good find. All right, and the last item for this haul, if I can unfurl it, is here are the pants, like a pinstripe black pant, and here is the jacket. So this is an Ann Taylor fine Italian fabric, is what it says here. Both size 6 suit jacket and pant set, and they are a virgin wool blend. They're like 96% virgin wool, so they're a really, really nice quality career set, and I'll probably be pricing that at around I'm gonna say about $35 or so, and again, a good find for $3. All right, you guys, that is all of my haul. Now, I will tell you a sneaky peek. I actually went back to this thrift store like 4 or 5 days later and did the same thing again with the mask and the gloves and stuff, and I went shopping, and I only had 20 minutes that time, but I did manage to get some really good stuff, actually some even better finds than I did today. They had basically filled in the gaps where I and other people had shopped, and they filled it with some good stuff. So that haul is coming. That haul is going to come next week, and I'm really excited to share that with you. However, I'm going to let those items sit in my garage and air out just a little bit longer before I film that haul. So stay tuned. If you have not subscribed yet, I'd encourage you to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll know when that other thrift haul is coming your way. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I hope everyone out there is staying safe and sane and healthy. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, you guys.